On the verge of extinction for many years, the Gila trout has finally been downlisted. And thanks to the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish, anglers are once again allowed to fish for it. An arduous trek into this high mountain stream is standard operating procedure to these dedicated fly fishermen.
We're on Iron Creek, above the barrier, which is strictly a Gila trout population.
We finally made it here, huh?
Yeah, this has got a long history. It was built in 1981 by the Forest Service to block upstream movement of brown trout, keep Gila trout protected in this section.
For years, brown trout were eliminating the Gila trout through predation and outcompeting them for food.
So we had essentially to get the browns out of here, or you would have essentially not had this population by now. It would have disappeared long ago.
These two die-hard anglers have waited 35 years for this opportunity on Iron Creek. They are now in proud company.
The people certainly would hike all the way back in here just to target Gila trout from here on up.
I think so, yeah. In fact, I had a fellow in my fly fishing club that hiked in here and out the same day to go fishing for Gila trout. They came in from the bottom, they came in from Willow Creek, but it's not any easier. You know, it's still a 7-mile hike in, and they still have to hike back out to the ridge and then go down, of course.
There we go. First cast, look at that.
In the case of streams other than this one, it's strictly catch and release. You're not allowed to keep any fish. In this stream, because they're not 100% pure, they allow people to keep as many as 2 a day.
Turner started working to save the Gila trout back in '74 and says size doesn't matter.
Just to be able to do it, and just to be able to say I've been into a stream that, I worked on, in this case, 28 years ago. We may not catch any real big fish because they're doing quite well in there. In a stream at this elevation, which is, let's say here we're at 8,500 feet, they don't have very long growing season, so they're not going to get too big. There are really some nice, big, deep pools in there. I imagine there's some of them that are 4, 5, 6 feet deep in places. At least they're good habitat. And my experience has been that that's where the bigger fish are. So I had one on, it was about 10 inches.
After a good day fishing, the anglers decide to pack it in for the night.
I think we ought to do tomorrow is we keep our rods set up and let's fish a little on the way out, especially those big pools down there. I think you really might like them.
Hey Paul, this morning it's pretty cool and brisk. I wouldn't mind trying to maybe do a little bit more fishing, but it might be kind of hard with dry flies. Maybe we have to kind of use something, nymphs or something like that.
I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference what it is. They're going to take a bite out of it just to check and see if it's edible. So
yeah, that's my kind of fish.
Yeah, that's.
There's a pretty fish. Yeah. We'll get him before he goes down.
They got up here out of the Colorado River, came up the Gila, got isolated up here, and they've been here for 1 to 2 million years.
The sun's getting hotter too on that hike out of here, so maybe we should bail.
With the weather cooling down, Michael's not taking any chances on hiking out.
Let's head on out. You've had a good day. I think I've had a good day. You're probably less than 50 people in the world that have fished this stream, so and there's probably not more than a few hundred that have fished for Gila trout.
Wow, I feel privileged. Yeah, thanks for taking me here.